Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the San Antonio Football Network, the Caballeros Conexion edition. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. In this video, I have a very special guest for you, running back Justin Stockton. Justin, thank you for joining me today.
Oh yeah. Hey, happy to be here. God is good. Hey,
Yes,
let's get
sir.
let's get
All the
into it.
time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Justin. So you've had a unique journey through professional football. You played in the NFL with the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. You played in the XFL with the New York Guardians, the USFL with the Memphis Showboats, the AAF with the Arizona Hotshots, and you won a championship in the IFL with the Massachusetts Pirates. So, can you talk about what motivated you to keep pursuing your dream and what you learned from all of those leagues?
Oh yeah. So basically, what keeps me motivated, what drives me from day to day is the opportunity to see another day. So I take every day as getting better. Take 1%. You add that to 100 days, that's 100% getting better. With that being said, I mean, I've been playing football since I was 7 years old. I know
Oh,
some people burn out or just when life takes a U-turn on you and hey, it's time to hang up the cleats. But man, I'm blessed to still be healthy. And I got my family that helps with that fuel in there as well, and just a little kid in me. I've always loved football. It was my place to escape from the world, and just be in an environment where I love competition, and I just love the teamwork and how we're all in this with blood, sweat, and tears, and to achieve one goal. And even if we don't win, we still won today because we know that we got each other. Whether it's on the field or off the field. So with just experiencing all these leagues and going from the highs and the lows, um, the best thing about it is having that resume, um, and just moving forward with that.
yes, sir. So, what are some of your memorable moments from your time in the NFL, even if it was brief? So, what did you learn from being in that environment?
Um, study. It's one thing going, being in college and having film maybe for 2 or 3 hours. When you get to the NFL, I mean, shoot, you're there in the building sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So it's a
Jeez.
totally different ball game, and as well as dissecting the playbook. So it's a huge challenge, and that's one of the things that I took with me is just seeing that at that type of stage and being with the Seattle Seahawks. They won the Super Bowl, and being around Pete Carroll that I've watched growing up whenever he was coaching at USC with Reggie Bush and all of them guys. So
Hmm.
that was an amazing experience. I got to talk with Brandon Marshall, and I actually got I was blessed and fortunate to have a dinner with Russell Wilson. So that's
Wow,
a memorable moment of a lifetime right there. So
that is pretty awesome.
yes, sir.
So, how has your experience in all these different leagues shaped you as a person and as a player? So, like, what are some of the key takeaways you've gained from each?
Um, keep keep your hope alive, because it can be challenging. Again, the NFL, it's high in supply and demand. It's
Hmm.
especially running backs and linebackers. That there's a huge depth chart for those, and they're filtering in and cycling. So you gotta be in shape. You gotta be ready to go at any given moment, because there's been times where I just got off of work or something, and you get a phone call like, "Hey, this is so and so from the Detroit Lions. We need you here by 6:30 to catch a flight. Are you in shape? Are you ready to go?" So just having that type of mindset, I think, just waking up, I'm already expecting that type of opportunity, if that makes sense. Just
Yes, sir.
taking that preparation that they take when you wake up. Your nutrition is important, because without nutrition, you can't focus. If you don't work out, you're not up to par. You're really behind, because guys are already worked out 2 days ago that you're putting in today. So,
Hmm.
um, and recovery is important too. Especially seeing how they just get real in depth with sleep, and sleep plays a big factor in recovery. So those are some of the key points that I see.
Okay, interesting. So, what are some of the biggest differences you've noticed between the various professional leagues that you've played in, like in terms of style, competition level, and an overall experience?
Oh yeah, overall experience. I mean, the NFL, you're competing with the best of the best. The
Right.
bigger, stronger, faster. Um, and that's not to take away any competition from the XFL or the AAF, or even the CFL. So them leagues, they still have high competition. They got great, partners and coaches.
Hmm.
Excuse me, involved in those type of leagues. So. Um, the competition is always going to be there because the players, we're going to play and the coach is going to coach. And at the end of the day, they're going to create an environment to where, we all can succeed and build off of one another.
Right. How was the transition from the IFL, from outdoor football to the IFL? That must have been quite a difference in styles of play. So, how was that transition for you?
Oh yeah, that transition was something else. Let me tell you, because it's everything is condensed. You go from being outside to inside is you got to worry about the wall. You got to worry about the ground. That plays a big factor in just your play and the longevity of your body. Because you
Hmm.
play 17 games, 18 games, and versus grass and turf. You got to deal with the concrete and just that plastic carpet and everything. But the competition, it's there. It's a professional league. But I
Hmm.
think that's one of the things that I had to adjust to because you can't run. I mean, we got most of the time. Hey, you're in there with sneakers on. You can't wear cleats in there, so you got to worry about that. So when I played, I was wearing the Jordan ones, lows. You know what I mean? They're like, hey man, you gonna wear those? And I'm like, hey, I'm not wearing no indoor shoes, my brother. We gonna rock it out like Bow Wow did whenever he was in there with Make Me Like Mike. So
Oh,
I was
goodness.
in there. But no, that was a big adjustment for me. Just figuring out how to set up the blocks too, because there's three offensive linemen. So
Hmm.
um and just with all those playing a factor, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still football. You just got to know the rules, and fix your stance and stuff like that, and everything happens. It happens way faster, way quicker. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like for those people who look at indoor football, arena football as not real football, as someone who's played, I'm sure you can say when you got hit, that's a real hit.
oh yeah, well yeah, we're not out there baking cookies and flip. You know what
That
I'm saying? So it's yeah. It's great though. It was a great experience. I'm not gonna lie to you. And we were, blessed and fortunate to win a championship, and franchise history for them. So that was the first for the Mass Pirates, and yeah, it was fun. I was able to have the family out there, so it's exciting seeing the kids. Man, I was throwing footballs to the wife and everything in the stands, so it was
Mhm.
fun.
All right. So, how did your experience in the XFL, the USFL, the IFL prepare you for the challenges and the opportunities that you will face with the Caballeros and the IFA? Because you're no stranger to a brand new league. I mean, the
Right.
AAF was a brand new league that you were one of the first to play. So, with that experience, how is that going to help you with being in another brand new league?
Yeah. It's already, it's already prepped me basically for for what's about to happen, in the sense of the coaches that we're going to get. We're going to get some really solid coaches that still love the game and have that fire and desire in them to build a ball club that's not just you know playing football, but and instilling life lessons, and just creating that space where you can have the brotherhood and start building relationships. Because with football, the life of football, hey, you could run into somebody meet them here, let's say in the XFL, and then later on you meet them in the IFA. So it's a great thing, because it's again giving guys like myself that really love football a chance and an opportunity to compete at a high level, be professional, and build that resume. So when they do click on film, it makes it a lot better for us,
Hmm.
in the sense of being looked at, versus overlooked, because we only have three offensive linemen. So, but also too, on the other side, I'm thankful that we have a really solid group of investors in the league. Because in the back of my mind, because the AAF, the Alliance of American Football League, they folded, in
Yeah,
2018. The pandemic hit with the XFL in 2020. So things like that at first, kind of bothered just my thought process, but at the end of the day, I know, that there's going to be great people out there, and God's going to, keep that foundation of investors, and keep this alive for coaches, training staff, and everyone who still loves sports overall.
yes, sir. And I'm sure that you're experiencing all these leagues because you've been there, you've done that, you got the T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sure the other players out there can look to you as a role model with all that wealth of experience that you have, and being in basically every league there is. That's got to be invaluable experience that you can give to the other players.
Oh yeah, most definitely, and I don't hold back either. Even the young guys, that I train, or even when I go to my former high school, and speak to the young guys there. Anywhere I can help, I love giving back to the community. And any type of information that I have that's valuable to them, where it's again about the nutrition, their health, your training, and getting your mind already, like, hey, if you don't put in that extra work, it's the work that they don't see that pays off.
Hmm.
Everybody's gonna see you when the lights turn on, but what are you doing when the lights are off, when nobody's watching? So
Right. So, how would you describe your playing style as a running back? Like, what are your strengths? Are you more of a sideline to sideline? Are you running straight down the middle? I mean, what kind of running back are you?
I'm, I would say I'm versatile. I was gonna say I'm a mystery box, but you're not gonna know what you're gonna get out of me. I may hit you with speed. I may press the outside and make that one cut and get vertical, and split 3 to 5 defenders, and gain 40 yards, if not a touchdown. Or I can get big now. I know I'm a little body, 200 plus pounds. But I can lower the shoulder too, and get that first down, or if we're in the goal line and we need that touchdown. Um, we're gonna get it done. So uh don't expect it to try to stop me from the outside, and don't think I can't run between the tackles. So but
Okay.
to compare them, I know it's a huge comparison, but my running style is like, I like lining up too to catch the ball. So I kind of compare myself to running style wise is like Chris Johnson and Reggie Bush.
Okay.
um so them two guys right there were dominant. So
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
What about your blocking? Because blocking as a running back, it's
Oh
pretty
yeah.
invaluable. I mean,
Nice.
I'm a Vikings fan, and I remember Adrian Peterson in his heyday. He can run like no other business, but he couldn't really catch, and he was an awful blocker. So, how
Oh
is
yeah.
your blocking ability?
Nah, definitely blocking is huge, and it's important, because they want to make sure that you can protect that quarterback,
Hmm.
from that linebacker that's coming, or the safety, but pass pro is huge, because you definitely got to protect the quarterback, as well as protecting yourself, and making sure that we're all speaking the same language, because if one person is off and we don't communicate, or the cadence, if we're not on the same page, our quarterback's gonna get hit, and that's a no-go. So I'm physical, I'm gonna meet him at the line. But I know, ever since I got out of high school, that's one thing that I really took in consideration, because I know with my size, and and not blocking as much in high school, get into college, and then especially being in the pros, you got to pick up linebackers that are 250 pounds running full speed, in the A gap or the B gap, or the corner trying to get you on the backside, and stuff like that. So, but with those leagues, like we were saying, help me out, and running in coaches that help me dissect the defense.
Excellent. So, what made you decide to join the San Antonio Caballeros in the IFA? I mean, so what are your goals for the season with the team?
ah, I want to play. I want to play a full season. I want to be able to get back outside, 11 on 11. There's an outstanding coaching staff. And
Hmm.
I've always wanted to play for my I say my city, but I've always wanted to play for the city of San Antonio. Because I've been here since eighth grade when I was going to Dobie Junior High.
Wow.
Went to Still High School. So I got roots here, and an awesome support staff from the community. And that's why I chose the team, because I want a team that believes in me first and foremost. I want to play for my city, the 210, hey, the countdown city, baby. Um, and I got a few guys that I'm gonna be teammates again with. So it's gonna be super fun. I'm super excited, and unlike the other league, hey, we actually practice and play and live in San Antonio, so that's a
Yes, sir.
huge advantage.
Yes, sir. So it's not going to bother you playing outdoors in San Antonio in the summer.
Oh
That
no,
heat is not going to bother you at all.
no sir, no sir. Hey, I'm well conditioned for it for sure. Cause uh I lived in Florida for the longest. So I'm originally from Florida, around the Tampa area. So I moved to Texas probably 2008, 2009. So it's humid down there. Um and being in West Texas and everything. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
All right. So what are you hoping to achieve personally
Mhm.
and as a team with the Caballeros?
As a team, when one game at a time, obviously win out, you know, win the championship. Obviously that's my mindset, is not lose a game, ball out every week, stay healthy. And personally, I just want to stay healthy, hold on to the ball, don't drop any passes, and just make sure I'm just checking my boxes, and really just take advantage of it. Get as much film as I can, on special teams, as well as running the ball, blocking,
Mhm.
and catching. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to take out of it personally. Do as well as I can, and just hit, first throughout every category, and as a team. So we gonna get it together for sure, and I'm ready.
Excellent. So what do you think is the biggest challenge for the Caballeros this season, and how do you plan to overcome it as a brand new team in a brand new league?
I think we just have to really just stay focused and lock in, and not really listen to the outdoor noise. Like, if we have any questions, or any doubts about, hey, is the league still going to be around, or
Hmm.
don't let, like, because again, it's a league that's, every now and then, what I've noticed is, like, is organized, or are we getting up to speed, or okay, we're going to have a team meeting on this day, and then, oh no, it's going to be tomorrow. So little things like that, because people are been around, and if you've been in the NFL, everything is like from A to Z, do 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 do, and it's gonna be like that. So you just got to make sure you're ready to midstream adjust. And I learned that, I picked that up from a special team coach. Through the years of playing, just midstream adjust and control your controllables. And us as a team, we gonna be solid. We're gonna compete, and I know we're gonna win a lot of football games for sure.
Beautiful, beautiful. So what do you want to tell the fans of the Caballeros? What kind of reassurance that you want to give to them?
Hey, y'all better get ready, man. Y'all gonna be in for not just a show, but y'all gonna be in for a hey, look, y'all get y'all popcorn ready. If they let y'all get the adult beverages, you get those. But if not, grab you some cotton candy and some popcorn and lock in, because we taking over the city, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. So now this Saturday on the 18th, the Caballeros are having an open tryout. Are you going to be there participating, or are you going to get other plans?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Um, I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna help out the guys. I believe I'm going to but I'll be there to participate. So yes, sir. I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Hope to see you there.
Oh yeah, you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm planning
Oh,
to.
all right. Yeah, come
Sure.
on.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So, on a personal level, what is your favorite football memory so far, and why?
Ooh. Um, there's a there's a lot of them. I'll pick one. It has to be, man. It has to be when my sophomore year, um, at Texas Tech. Whenever we were playing Arkansas in Arkansas, and we won. So that was a memorable game because we're playing against the SEC. You know how everybody's,
Mhm.
oh, it's the SEC, oh, the Big 12, they're not ready for that, blah 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 blah. And they beat us my freshman year, and we went over there and beat them in their stadium, and it was a great feeling. It's like the air just went out the whole stadium once we won. Um, and it was just amazing. I still talk to some of the guys from the team, and talk about that, that moment right there. So it's, man, still to this day, and rest in peace to Alex Collins, because that was a really good friend of mine. He passed away. Unfortunately, hey, driving, I don't want to get too deep in it, but he's no longer with us, and he was a phenomenal running back for the Razorbacks, and even a phenomenal running back, whenever he was with the Seahawks in his professional career, in the NFL. So, rest in peace to him. I just brought him up because I know he was on that team at the time, um, and yes, sir. So,
So, who are some of the biggest influences on your football career?
um, I have to say, my mom, my wife, uh, and coaches. I'm gonna have to say, um, Coach Jabbar Jaluk. He's a running back coach for the University of Florida, the Gators. And he was my running back coach twice at Tech. And ever since then, we've been locked in. And if I need a life, I'm going through it. Hey man, hey coach, get me right. Um, so he's a huge influence. Yeah, my mom, my wife, and Coach Salute. So those three right there is the dream team. Like shoot, like having Kobe, MJ, and LeBron.
Right. Now, you better have said your mom and your wife. I'm
Come on, hey, what? Yes, sir. Hey, I know where I want to sleep tonight. Okay.
That's right. So, off of the field, what do you like to do when you're not playing football and practicing and training and all this stuff? What are some of your hobbies?
I love. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love cooking. I love cooking.
Really?
I really do. I really do. I think I was a chef in my previous life, man. Um, but no, I enjoy cooking. Just the smells and just the different spices and just it's
Alright.
peaceful. I got my jazz music on or however I'm feeling. You know what I mean? And
Nice. So
but
what's your
outside the
go-to
ball,
dish?
what'd you say?
What's your go-to dish?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I love me some potatoes, man. I'm gonna go with some my go-to meal is gonna be some red potatoes. We gotta
Mhm.
go with all the bell peppers. We gotta get the red, the yellow, the green, the orange. Mix that up. Boom. So I think it's like a little Italian type of dish. Throw some sausage in there, some onions. Hit the stizzy spices. That's what I call it. The stizzy sauce. Uh, and just hey, go crazy with it. Um, But no, bro, yeah, boom, got that. And then I love playing the game. You know, I'm a gamer. I love Call of Duty. I play Fortnite with my sons. And really just really dive into family time and just know that we got to cherish these moments. You know,
Mhm.
again, we can't control what's going on in the world, but having children, having a wife, and having a family is amazing, you know. And just to get a little piece of me to you and the fans out there, um, I was raised by a single parent. You know, it was just me and my mom and my
Mhm.
sister. My dad wasn't in my life. I didn't meet really start building a relationship with him until later on in life. Uh, and that's really what drove me and motivated me to give my children everything that I didn't get as a child from my father growing up. So wanted to share that with you and the fans, to let y'all know, hey man, I love y'all. I love this city. And all I needed was an opportunity, you know, because I'm a great teammate. I'm a great person. And I love the Lord, you know. I thank God and I thank Jesus Christ as, you know, dying for our sins. So for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what would you tell little kids out there who are aspiring to be football players? What kind of message would you give them?
Y'all don't give up. And it's okay to have role models. It's okay to have superheroes. But remember, like Spider-Man said, anybody can wear the mask. You can be Spider-Man. You are already Spider-Man. Just like you are your own person. I'm Justin. You're you. Remember that. We can have these idols learn from the great players that have already created a legacy. Be a sponge. Take in the information. Take in their favorite moves. Mix it in with yours and leave your legacy and know that when hard times come, it's for a reason because your breakthrough is coming. Don't be a cow, be a buffalo when the storm comes, because the buffalo runs through the storm and sees the sun at the end, versus a cow is gonna run with the storm and the cow's gonna get tired and the storm's still gonna be there.
Wow, that's a great message. I don't think I've ever heard it put that way. That is
Hey, I'm
very
telling
interesting.
you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Justin. Well, I think that's all I have for you today. I'm very excited to see you out there on the field. I'll be following your career very closely, and I'm very confident that you will soon be a fan favorite here in San Antonio.
Hey, well, again, Mr. RJ, I appreciate you for your time.
My
Continue
pleasure.
to be a great father. Continue to be a great partner for your loved ones, um, and a great man. You know, and continue to do your work as well. You're doing an outstanding job, and I know sometimes working on the other end, you know, it goes unnoticed, but today it hasn't, my brother. So you keep doing what you love to do as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing you too. So.
Absolutely.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. All right, Justin. We'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds good. Have a
All right.
great day.
You too. All right. Bye
All
bye.
right. Yes, sir.
And that was Justin Stockton, running back for the San Antonio Caballeros. I want to thank him for taking time out of his schedule to join me on the show. And I also want to give a special thank you to Quincy Workman, who made this interview possible. So thank you very much for that. Well, I think that's it for this video. It's time for this cabaya to be put into the corral, at least until the next episode. Until then, San Antonio, Montemos, let's ride.